It's Monday the 16th, the weekend is come and gone already. Something's looking really nice, look at that. Beautiful. Done really well that has. Aces are looking nice. Pond temperature has gone up to 14.2, yippee doo. It's been an absolutely beautiful day today. It's not been a very good weekend, but today has been lovely and it's going to be quite nice in the week, but it is getting cold at night. So this pond is looking really good. There was quite a few floating bits in here because I've been, the last month or two, been trying to get as much feed in them as I possibly can to get them conditioned for winter, because that's what you want to do. They've got enough fat, enough body on them to get them through winter. So they're looking good in here. The water's looking mint. So all the muck, in fact I've been giving them Sakiakori balance and I've noticed a massive difference, huge difference, because before I had them little red pellets and then I had them silkworm pupae, like chrysalis bug things that you get, like shells. Kept throwing them in and the waste from it was unbelievable. And as you can see in here now, look at the difference, look at that. Absolutely unbelievable. Now I'm back on the balance. So it really does. I know keep hopping on about it, people using Sakiakori, but the waste, it's so digestible. So it just improves your pond water so much. Look at that. Look at it. And that's only 1 3-inch bottom drain there. And I usually in these spots get a lot of muck. But so lesson learnt for me as well there. Just keep them on the balance. Mega. Grass needs cutting now. I've got this in my hand because I want to show you something in a minute. So you know when you think you're doing well, and I recorded a bit of a video yesterday and I've been messing with my bees over the weekend, getting them fed. And then today I've been working from home, popped in there this evening, just I was after work and got a floater. Look at that, look at this Virginia creeper, wow. Colours of autumn really are in the air now. And this bloody mole as well. So yeah, let's have a look and I'll show you. So on my previous video I mentioned I'm just keeping the net on the side. Tested the nitrite yesterday in here and the KH. I did a water change, clean my filters out, clean the pod out with the brushes, give them a good hose down. This has been shut up today and the water's gone up to 24, look the temperature. But anyway, noticed a floater and it was a lovely little Tamasaba. Look at that, beautiful thing. It only cost me £40, but nonetheless it's still, and it looks I mean it's been in there for about 5 hours now, but it looks in absolute pristine condition. So I've got no idea at this point in time, there's no ulcers, nothing. It looks really good. And it was yeah, floating just over in this area, dead. So obviously died of something. So I've done 2 water tests straight after, and the ammonia on the NT Labs, it wasn't clear yellow, it was showing a tinge of the green, the next level. I normally get, if I use my ammonia and a checker, normally get about, it's a low rate on that, normally get about 0.15, which is about 0.2 ppm. So that shouldn't really affect it, because if we look at my pH, it's normally about 7.1, 7.2. So if we look at the temperature, it's 24 degrees, roughly around 24, and we've got 7.2, 24 degrees, 2.4. So I'm not even above 0.5, so there's no, with the pH in the temperature range, if there is any ammonia at that rate, I mean at that rate, that low rate, shouldn't be affecting it. And with the temperature and the pH, so on and so forth, it shouldn't be affecting them, so it shouldn't be toxic. Nitrite wasn't clear, but it was in the next level. And if I wasn't testing, they wouldn't be showing, there's no fish splashing or anything like that. So, but when I last came in, it was fine. Not showing, not gasping, nothing like that. None of the other fish are showing any signs of, you know, like they're struggling or anything. The big one, there's the big one there, look. The big Tamasaba. There, that's fine. I mean, they've grown well. I mean, look at that. It's grown no end. So, I don't know. Maybe I've just had one out of the 5 that has got some sort of issue internally, or could it be the effect that is that one in particular is very sensitive to the nitrite being around 0.25? I don't know. So what I am going to do, you have a bit of an inquest, don't you? You sort of start thinking about it. So I'm going to do a full range of tests. I'm going to test the pH on the NT Labs kit, because see if it cross-references and matches with this, because you know, you have to start questioning a bit of everything now. I'll get my pen out as well, so I'm going to cross-reference everything to make sure the pH is around about in range with each other. Make sure the ammonia on the ANA test kit is similar to the NT Labs, so everything is in you know, range with each other. I'm not going to do no knee-jerk reaction, because that's the worst thing you can do. Oh, I'm going to panic now and I'm going to throw something in. I'm going to panic and I'm going to drop the water down by half and throw a load of fresh water in, so on and so forth. I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to trundle along, observe the fish. They look quite calm. They're just minding their own business. What I have done, I mean, the water is back up to 24 now. It's set to kick in at 23. The sun's been out today, so it's raised temperature at that, you know, where the temperature's starting to drop at night, so that will bring the temperature down. But we've had some sun today, and it's been about 18 degrees outside, so obviously the sun coming in has raised that temperature a bit, and it's raised the temperature in this pool. So yeah, so what I have done with, obviously the temperature now will start keeping around 23 hopefully for the next few weeks. I'm thinking now, you know, with the feed, and it's the 16th of September. I've knocked off the 2 o'clock in the morning feed, and I've knocked off the 12 o'clock at night feed. So now there's 10 feeds a day. I think it's 10 or 8, something like that. And then a lot of the feeds that are set to 2, to set in volume 2, are now 1. And I think 2 of them was on 2, because I lowered them a couple of weeks ago. So there isn't as much food going in. So starting to reduce a little bit now, because we're coming out of the growing season. I've maxed it. So now I'm just thinking, right, let's just, you know, ease off a bit now and start tailing it down now along with the temperature, because the temperature's getting a little bit more, it's stable because it's 24. It's actually gone up 1 degree, but it was 23 this morning, and the SRC pump was on, maintaining that temperature. I think it kicked in at about 23.3 or something like that. So yeah, what a bummer. It's always not very nice when you lose a fish. Nothing unusual about them. So I've got a fish to bury tonight, and that's what I've got this trowel for. So yeah, I'm coming in and, oh, you alright guys? Make a bit of a noise like I always do. Probably move this over to there, just to sort of let them getting used to my presence and that bumping and knocking and stuff. It's a lovely evening. So what I will do, clean sweep of checks. That's okay. I put a bit of my own PSB in today as well. Yeah, they're not too bothered about my presence there. Look, I'm not going to put any food in while I'm here because I've made that mistake before, and the actual feeder will go off at 8 o'clock, so I'll probably be done my business in here, watching a bit of telly by then. So less of that rambling on. Got to have a shave tonight as well, so less of that rambling on. I'm going to do the water tests and I will come back with my conclusion. But like I say, moral of the story of this one, if you do get the odd one, don't panic, Mr. Mannering. The water seems a bit clearer today as well, so because I gave the filter a good clean out yesterday, dropped all the water, gave the brushes, there was loads of muck in the brushes, and yeah, it's looking good again. So hopefully it's collected now much of the algae that's been killed off by the salt, and it's getting a bit more clarity, a lot better tonight. And the DOCs look like they've reduced a little bit as well, so I'm going to try and get a really good close-up of them so I can, you know, I'm leaning right in. They don't seem too jerky with what I'm my presence. This one looks coming a bit closer here, this Shisui, just to make sure there's no reddening or anything like that. So visually look at the fish, look at how they're behaving. They're looking a bit hungry actually, but I'm not going to give them anything anyway, because like I say, hopefully with me reducing that feed, they're going to get a bit more ravenous, a bit more active, and start gobbling up all the food when it is feeding time. So yeah, that one's looking good. Looking at the white, you can normally see like veining. I'm not going to get my net in and start getting them up, I'm just going to visually see them and watch them. So anyway, less of that rambling, Keith. Get the test done, let's have a look, see if I can find anything. Put a good dose of pond detox in yesterday when I cleaned the filter out, so I think that might have helped a little bit actually. Maybe that clarity, I was expecting the brushes to be really clogged up, but they're not. Doing great. So on that note, I'll be back. So yeah, there's nothing unexpected there with the test kit. It was as I thought. Yeah, so I put the light on so they can start getting used to the light now, because that is just going to start coming on more and more. Now it's darker, it's just got a little bit dark now, so I popped the light on. So yeah, the pH, there's the pH. So if we look at that, the shadow is not great, but see if I can. To me, it's around about this one here, this one, which is around about 7. I'm normally in between these two colours here, 7 and 7.5. So yeah, we're not dark blue or anything like that, or anything too light. The ammonia, well, on the Anna checker, on this, it's a low rate Anna checker, so it was 0.35. You have to multiply that by 1.25, so we're probably looking about 0.4. And then the nitrite is similar, The nitrite was reading, I tested it for bang on the amount of time as well, did it exactly, and I was in here, in this range. So it definitely wasn't the first two, I was about in this range. So yeah, is that the reason? Is that enough? That little bit of a nitrite spike enough to take a Tamasaba out? I don't know. So like I say, I'm not going to panic. KH came in at 2 on this test kit. So and the pH on this is in between 7 and 7.5, as you can see, which marries up 7.18. So let's say 7.2. So that matches up with that. I've got a pH pen, but that is well out of whack. The actual pH is not working on that very well. So yeah, so technically at 7.2 at 24 degrees, and it's been hovering around 24, whether it's 24, 23, we're going from 1.54 to 1.77 at the pH of, oh sorry, we're there, better at 7.2. So yeah, we're in between. So we can be around about 2.4 to 2.82, and mine say 0.5 at worst. So the ammonia shouldn't be toxic. The nitrite, this is just reading at 0.19, so let's say 0.2. What's this? Let's get this pen to see what this is looking at. If I can, microsiemens, ppm, percentage. Let's see what this is reading. Give it a point. Can you see that? 0.23. So last time I read it on this was 0.28, and that's saying 0.12. So let's say 0.2. Going between the two. Let's say it's 0.2. So could it be the nitrite? Is the nitrite affecting it, affected the fish, and affecting that one in particular? To overcome it, debatable. I don't think the nitrite is that high that it should be killing fish. And like I say, they're looking active enough. Tamasaba. And there's one Tamasaba that you can hardly see. There it is. See it? So yeah. So there we go. We're going to pack up now and go and chill out for a little bit. These fish are doing okay in here. Right, just popping a little bit of food for them. What time is it? It's 7:15 now. So I've been messing about for about 15-20 minutes in here, as you do. And I'll put these a little bit, because this is like only feeds once a day. A little bit of food in there for them. They normally come up quite quick. Look at them. I'm literally standing so close. Normally the one that comes up is normally this Tamora shower. Yeah, look how dark it is now. 7:45 and it is dark. Really dark. So yeah, I'm going to have to monitor the fish in that pond, see how they go. Fingers crossed there's nothing else. I've buried that fish, bless it, that little Tamasaba, and read it its right, so to speak. Yeah, what a bummer. That was out of the blue. It just shows you, you're tumbling along all nice and happy, and all of a sudden, bang. There's always something with this game, isn't there? What do they say? With livestock comes dead stock. Oh God. At least it's not one of me. I know I shouldn't be like, you know, selective. At least it's not something that I've paid hundreds of pounds for. I would like to have a closer look, but yeah, I'm going to resist temptation because I don't want to stress them and so on and so forth. The two got the pictures. There's that's one of the new Taniguchi golden corns. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Oh, it's coming this way now, look there. That's the bigger one, bigger of the two. So that's the male, and the smaller one's the female. But yeah, there's always something to come up and give you a kick in the gonads, isn't there, with this game? So on that one, that's what I do when something happens like that. Like I say, moral of the story is with this one, do not just reach for the product, do not reach for the FMG, pour it in. You know, do not, yeah, just don't reach for the products and blindly treat. You know, I could probably get a couple out and scrape them, but they're not showing any, you know, signs that they're being bothered. There's no flashing or anything like that, so I'm quietly confident it's not a parasite issue. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that one. I know it's not mega content, but this is life. Like I say, I do this channel like a journal. I don't hide things. If something happens, I share it because it's important. It's important for me. It's important that I'm transparent, because this is what happens sometimes. Fingers crossed there's no more. Feed's been reduced. That should hopefully alleviate the nitrite and you know, that little bit of a nitrite and ammonia, bring that down. And I'll have to watch the KH, but I'm always around about 2 or 3. If I go any higher than that, I'm really chasing it, really chasing the KH. I really am, just can't maintain it. So whereas around about 0.2 I can easily maintain. So you know, people will probably say, oh, you want to get 0.6, sorry, 6, KH of 6, so that will be more beneficial to the beneficial bacteria, but that will then push me pH, probably max it out at 8.4, and then that would make the ammonia, if you do get ammonia, one, I'd be chasing the number, B, I won't be able to keep it, so I'll probably get swings. The pH probably is stable now, so I'm not got a problem with stability really. I've just got to watch that it don't go to 0, and it never does, it never has. I always catch it. So if this was 8.4 for example, because I was banging bicarbon to get it to say 6, this would max out at 8.4 because I've been there before, and then at my maximum level would be 0.17. So that is right where, in fact that's higher than that, look. So that would make this extremely toxic then, whereas at the minute it shouldn't be, the ammonia. So yeah, so that's my reasoning for it. I'm not chasing that KH because, like I say, with my water and stuff, my systems, it seems quite low, even though the KH out of the tap is obviously a bit higher than that. So they're coming up for a nibble. So on that note, thanks for watching. I hope that's been of some interest for you. It's not been a very happy one, but it's a full rerun of what I've done there, real life. Please hit the subscribe button so you can follow these, see what happens next. Please hit the like button, please hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one.